Hi,
Hi everyone.
am Monét Shane,
And my name is Bob the Drag Queen, and we are doing a
big
Monét, we gotta start over.
Exactly.
This is crazy.
Calm down.
You're out of control.
You're out of control.
Listen,
ladies and gentlemen, we are. You need to stop.
We can do it together. You ready?
No, I don't want to do it together.
We are doing a party in Brooklyn. You're a bad person. Listen,
ladies and gentlemen,
we're doing.
You got to stop.
You need to let me tell them.
No, I'm telling them.
What do you? Okay, you don't even know what day it is.
Y'all,
What day is it?
The Sibling Rivalry family reunion is coming to $3 Bill in Brooklyn on August 17th.
And as the queen of Brooklyn,
you are not.
as the queen,
You literally lived there for 2 days.
I've never lived in Brooklyn.
Well, Ridgewood is half Brooklyn, half Queens. So
I've never lived in Ridgewood.
Where you lived?
I lived in Long Island City.
You live somewhere else.
Ozone Park.
Ozone Park is half Brooklyn, half Queens.
That's not half Brooklyn.
You don't even know New York.
Nene, is Ozone Park in Brooklyn or Queens?
Thank
Nigga,
you.
shut the fuck up.
Thank you. So see yourself out.
There's no half and half. Ozone Park is in Queens. I'm the queen of Brooklyn. You all can come see us. You can get tickets at seethedragqueen.com
or monetexchange.com. And y'all, let me tell you something. This is the first time we're doing this, and we're having games, raffles, food. There's also a little sneaky little something that we're planning that we don't want to reveal right now.
I don't think it's been revealed to me. All right, we'll see y'all there. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I woke up very angry with you.
Why? What happened?
And I was livid. I was so mad at you when I woke up this morning.
Why?
I was considering ending the friendship.
What happened?
It was something you did to me in a dream.
What did I do in a dream?
So we were podcasting at like some studio. Like it looked like a iHeartRadio or Sirius or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we were podcasting. And I was talking to you, but you kept talking to people on the phone or like there was someone behind you. And like while I was trying to podcast, you were like, yeah. And that's when I told her I didn't even want to. And I was like, Monét, can you do the podcast with me? And you were like, keep talking, talk. I'm just doing something else. But this went on for like 15 minutes of the podcast. And I was so angry that I rage quit the podcast. And then you were like, you're being dramatic. And I was like, no, Monét, we're like trying to do our podcast together. And I'm trying to literally work with you and communicate with you as your friend. And it feels like you don't want to do this project with me. It feels like you're not interested in podcasting anymore. And you were like, and then you were acting like I was being really dramatic. And I was like, Monét, it's just not professional for like a 15-minute. I remember like, I fucking timed it. I was like, it's not professional for a 15-minute chunk of the podcast, you to not say a word. But not to me, but you're speaking to other people also away from the microphone. And then in this building, we were in like one of those giant buildings. Like one of those skyscrapers where like you're just in the building somewhere. Violet Chachki was DJing a party in the building. So I went to Violet and I was like, Violet, like, can you believe Monét did this? And she was like, girl, it's okay. Sometimes when you have your best friend, you work together, they're going to have off days and it's probably not personal and it probably doesn't have anything to do with you. And I was like, no, I'm done. I'm not doing the podcast anymore. Like,
Violet, we were the reason. This was definitely a dream.
So I caught Violet by the front door and it was like one of those like long runner tables and we were like looking at ourselves in the mirror and then she pulled me into the bathroom and she was like, I go to this with God Mix sometimes. But I just try to give her the space that she needs and make sure that she knows that she's being heard and it probably isn't about you. And I would say, honestly, just put that episode in the trash, don't air it and work out your grievances together. And then you came around the corner and then I woke up and I've been sleeping on my arms lately. And my arms have been falling asleep. Every morning I wake up, my hands are completely numb. One of my hands, like I can't even feel it, like literally, like not even tingling. Like it feels like I don't even have fingers. Like these two fingers were gone.
Like you're sleeping like this?
I don't know how I'm sleeping. I just want to wake up and I'm like, I can't move this. And then it took me maybe like 10 to 15 minutes to realize that it was a dream. Like I was so angry with you this morning. I was like, and I was about to call you and be like, that was so ridiculous. And then I was like, that didn't happen. We're not in a big building. That's crazy.
So what I take away from that is you were talking shit about me to Violet Chachki. That sounds about right. And
Okay. I spoke my truth about Jay. Can you please mute as you munch on this burger sandwich? We were, and Jay, keep the audio, Jacob, munching in so they can know what we go through.
it doesn't sound like munching. It just sounds. I don't know what it sounds like over there.
No, it was just cute to see Jacob take this big bite. But I was speaking my truth to Violet, and honestly, Violet saved our podcast.
Girl, there's no way that Violet would never. Violet would be like, yeah, fuck her, burn the witch. With her ugly brag and her big head.
She's wearing a red dress with like some like dangly sequins on it. Like the sequins were like dangling from it. And she was and she had
That's weird because the devil normally wears a blue dress.
Oh my God. And then she had her hair parted down the middle, long black hair. And so Violet, thank you for saving our podcast this morning. You really talked me off a ledge.
Is Violet considered goth?
No. Mick is goth.
Mick is goth. I think Violet is like goth adjacent though. Like look at some of Violet's stuff. She can get pretty. It's like pinup goth adjacent.
Well, she's dark sided for sure. Like in her appearance. Her appearance is like a little bit dark sided. It's all got a little edge. But is it because she has like pale skin and dark hair?
I think pale skin, red lip, dark hair. She likes like lace and leather and like she's very that.
That's kind of kinky, but it's not goth. It's kinky. Violet is definitely kinky. That's for sure. Violet is like obviously kinky.
But what is
she
that?
has like songs about her being kinky.
Like what fashion is that called? Just kink fashion?
I don't. Well, kink is not a fashion because kink goes. Some kink is how you dress, and some kink is how you act. So,
like, what would Violet's fashion be called? Like, because Mick is definitely goth. Violet is like maybe Violet has a genre that's of her own, fashion kink fashion.
I'm not gonna go as far as say that Violet created this.
I know we don't give this bitch any accolades because she will ride that shit into the sun, honey.
Violet deserves accolades. Violet has done a lot for Drag Race and for drag in general. She'd hate to admit that she's done a lot for Drag Race because I don't think she can stand the show anymore. But she's done a lot for drag, I would say.
Do you think that you feel so close to her because you and her had that alliance in All Winners 2?
After she backstabbed me, I don't have any alliance to her anymore.
We're
not recording yet, are we?
We got to take that out. Jay, make sure
we're recording?
Take that out. Oh my God.
Jay, please edit that out. Please edit that out, Jay.
Girl. I had a good morning.
You're ridiculous. Last night, Monét and I had a game night. Well, I hosted a party at Monét's house.
You did not host a party at my house. Bob, I invite people home. Bob loves to say that he's hosting a party with me or he hosted at my house. You did not.
We host together. We have hosted things together.
We have, but last night was not one of them.
Last night was one of them. I'm the one who got it together because we I'm not alone, but I coordinated with Mateo and Nick. I think we're gonna come over.
That's true, yo.
And then we told you we were coming over.
You
were coming over to Andy's super duper block party. House party 12.
You misremember the whole thing. So Andy and I were having
that's your drag name, honey. Misremember.
Literally, we're having a pool. Your name. We're having a pool party at my house on a Sunday. Nick and Mateo flew in from New York, and then I sent everyone the party full invite. And then in very Mateo fashion, Mateo was like. It was like, well, I think Nick too, like 30 people. They're like, girl, we don't want to hang out with no. I mean, I'm supposed to real tea.
Yeah, wake it up.
Oh, wake it up.
Wake it up, Mo. Wake it up.
Bob was like, Mo, Mateo and Nick don't want to hang out with a bunch of Andy's sober friends. I was like,
I didn't say sober. I said Andy's friends. Based on the puke in your toilet that's still there, I would say that not all of them were sober.
Andy's friends are all sober. Well, anyway. And then so Andy and I went to a big pool party, about like 35 people coming over.
That's a good question. Does it look weird when I'm looking at you, not the camera? Does this look crazy?
Yes, that looks crazy.
This looks crazy, right?
Yes, you look ridiculous.
Like I'm staring into your soul.
Yeah, I don't like that. That looks awkward.
Now you look at the camera. I don't know. It looks weird. Don't talk to me.
Girl, no, I don't like that. I feel crazy. And then, so having people over, we said Bob and Notoriously does not check party full. I guess neither does Mateo and Nick. So I had to tell them by mouth. And then so Bob was like, Monét, very black.
Like back in the old days.
Very black.
Yes.
Who coming over? I said we have about 30 plus people. And then so he relays information. Then the next day, Bob was like, I was like, so like, are you guys coming over? Like, let me know. And Bob was like, Monet, can I tell you something? I was like, what's up? He's like, Monet. I was like, what? He's like, Mateo and Nick do not want to hang out with a bunch of Andy's friends. I was like, okay. So what we
Well, we
can't
want Andy to find out. But Mateo asked me not to tell you that, by the way.
Andy won't care.
And I was like, Andy Monet will not care, girl.
We really won't care. And then so I was like, oh well, I was like, so y'all come over on Monday. We'll just do like
Wait, what I didn't say was Mateo asked me to find a way to have a day without Andy's friends, but he didn't want me to tell you that he didn't want to hang out with Andy's friends. He just wanted to be a small group. And I was like, it's just easy if I just say they don't want to hang out with your fucking friends. And I can normally have more decorum and discrepancy than that, but I didn't have the capacity on that day.
And then so I was like, oh, that's fine. The next day, Monday, we'll just do like a friends thing at the house and we'll all hang out at the house. Y'all come over. And then, which they did, they all came over yesterday and we had extra like burgers and hot dogs. Andy, which you never said thank you, grilled up the rest of the hot
That's
dogs.
not true. Everyone literally gathered around the kitchen and said thank you. Everyone literally was like, Andy, these are so delicious. Thank you so much. Literally all of us.
I apologize. I must have missed that. I didn't hear that part. I apologize. And then so Andy
new woman. Oh, who is this?
Andy slaved.
Am I back in the dream? Are you Violet Chachki from the dream?
Andy slaved over the grill and grilled y'all some food, and we played
like
some
white
games.
people should be doing.
Honestly. And then Amber Wallen and Ben came over with the babies, and then we played Super Hitler. We played Anomia, and it was a good night. How was this your event at my house?
You know what? We about to really wake it up. And we'll wake it up after this break. Damn, they don't like us. Because it's something you did. It's something you did.
That even went to voicemail. Because you know when it says forwarded, that means they pressed the red button on your ass.
That is not.
Oh, it is, baby. When it said you've been forwarded, that means they pressed the red button.
No, that means she doesn't have an outgoing message, mama.
Anyway, so before we get into the topic, I want to say this because I have had a little bit of a heavy morning. I've been trying not to do this like as of late.
What happened? What's going on?
No, because it's just of the world. I just opened my thing because with them detaining migrants and deporting people, what's happening now is children who are like 4 and 5 years old have to now are being sent to immigration court, and these babies had to represent themselves in court because they do not get a public defender or they don't get anything. So you have these like 4, 5, and 6-year-olds in a big ass courtroom talking to a judge, and some of them, they don't speak English and have to make their case and plead their case about why they should stay in America. It's all so fucked. And it was just like I was on like a doom scroll of that and a bunch of those videos online this morning, and it's so disheartening and it's so awful to think about and see. And I just hate that this is where our country is, and we are, imagine how traumatizing that is for the rest of your life, that you had to fight for your existence as a 4-year-old with no adults helping you, and people who are supposed to be protecting you and helping you exist in this world are literally like, yeah, sit down there and talk for yourself, defend yourself.
When I lived in Minneapolis, this actor that I work with at Climb Theater was undocumented, but I don't remember the law, maybe they're a dreamer or something, but like on their 21st birthday, they became a U.S. citizen after living here since like 3 years old.
Wait, they became
a U.S. citizen on their 21st birthday after living here since 3.
Got it. That sounds like maybe dreamer. I don't know. No, dreamer is when you're born when your parents are immigrants, but you're born here.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But anyway, I remember when he became a citizen, and I didn't know he was undocumented. I had no clue. Because he went to elementary school here, he went to middle school, high school, college, worked in America, like all this stuff. And I just remember one day going to work, and he was so cute. I was kind of obsessed with him, actually. And he was like just boo-hooing. Not crying, boo-hooing, girl. And he was just like, this journey is over. He was like, it's finally over. I can finally just relax.
Because for 18 years, you probably just had to be on edge a little bit.
No, a lot, actually. And he Yeah, and I just saw like he was a new person. It was crazy. It was
Yeah.
insane. And this was back in 2005.
Wow. Yeah, and I mean, and also, I know we haven't said it. I think on our on our own socials, obviously we speak. So we haven't said on a podcast before. This will always be a pro-Palestine podcast. We stand with the people of Gaza. The fact that people, politicians, whoever, are trying to look at this genocide and say it's not real is crazy. The fact that people, when people speak out against for Palestine and for the people of Gaza, and we being labeled as anti-Semites is crazy. The fact of the matter is 55, at this point, I think 57,000 Palestinians have died. And it's horrible. It's very sad. And it's just, and I don't mean to bring the vibe down, but it was
No,
just,
you're speaking your truth. The other day I was talking to one of my close friends, a friend of mine, and they were like, their father is undocumented, and they were like, but he's still pro-Trump. And I was like, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. And he was like, they were like, girl, his brain is just like, he's cooked. Like he's just, they didn't say that. These are my words. I'm really paraphrasing here. They were like, he just believes that he drank the juice. He's sopped the sauce. You know what I mean?
And to see those fucking disgusting politicians. You saw because fucking old BB came to America and he was in Congress. And to see all these fucking senators, especially Cory Books' raggedy, bald-headed, crusty ass, sitting in that picture and posing with Benjamin Netanyahu, but he was trying to hide behind, I forget whatever stupid senator was in front of him. Hiding. Being a fucking coward. No, bitch, stand 10 toes down. You stood on the Congress floor, wherever the fucking floor you was, and spoke for wherever many stupid hours. But the fact of the matter is you sat in Congress and took a picture with Benjamin Netanyahu. Fuck you.
And to be clear, that is not the same thing as Monét posing with Meghan McCain with that cake. They are very different things.
You are such a fucking
It's not the same. Monét could have walked away, but she chose to stand in solidarity.
You are such a fucking cunt. You're such a cunt.
With the official Rue girl, the unofficial Rue girl. No. So the other day, I didn't wake this up.
Y'all you just using Mistress's stuff.
Jacob keeps saying it, and it is now permeated my entire like close friend group. We're all saying "wake it up." By the way, it's waking up to nothing. Like we will literally be in the car at Taco Bell, and then or someone will be like, "Should we go to Taco Bell?" And then Jacob goes, "Yeah, let's wake it up." Like he says it to everything, and it's so funny.
Anyway, tried to get Andy out of bed this morning. I said, "Girl, wake up," and he was like, "What? Wake what?" I was like, "Bitch, no, get out of bed, bitch. You got to go to the gym."
Yeah, wake it up. So I was in bed the other day and I woke up to this text. I was like, hey, there's a
which partner?
By myself.
Work.
Because I have alone time as well.
Work.
And I woke up to a text from let's just say a Broadway, a famous actor, not that famous, but like Broadway music director type. And was like, hey, there's going to be what did it say? I'm going to read the text. So I woke up to this text, which was, by the way, which is whatever text to wake up to, right? Yo.
Wait, context. Is this person black or white?
No. It must be something, whatever. On Monday, there's a top secret Pride event happening in Washington, D.C. It's top secret because it's at certain performance venue that has recently been taken over by an elected official, and they don't want anything gay there. Lots of amazing people, people going to be there, and yada, yada, yada. Are you available to do it in D.C.? I said, I don't know if I'm available because I don't know when it is, LOL. He goes, Monday, top secret. You can come down on Monday, or they could also get you down there on Sunday with a hotel for both nights, whatever you want. I said, what are they asking for? How much stage time, a song, rehearsal? Plus, I live in LA. I don't think I'll be able to do it, though it does sound fun. There are speeches being written by Harvey Fierstein. This person, Moses Kaufman. You can read one of them. Also, the woman who wrote Funhouse is rewriting One Day More as a big group number. Just having you in the giant press photo would be fantastic. My first thought was like, why are you trying to use my black face for your thing? Whatever. Anyway, it would be fun, but I have way too much to cancel. Are you looking for a drag queen? And then we're going back and forth about like other stuff. And then I said, listen, if you need a drag queen, I can help you out. but I can't. I can't do it. And I don't want to do it. I can't do it. And then they wrote this back. In conclusion, tell me if you can do a game night tomorrow and send me contacts for drag people in DC whom you like and aren't crazily anti-Israel, because I can't take that shit. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. I'm still in bed. I haven't even brushed my teeth yet. I said, all the drag queens I know are fervently against what's happening in Palestine, so I can't help you with that. Best of luck on your search. To which he responds, that's too bad, because they would be murdered in Palestine because they hate gays. The only country in the Middle East that is progressive is Israel. Sadly, they are misinformed, uneducated, and anti-Jewish. It's also disgusting that Jews for decades have stood for civil rights for everyone, and no one is standing for our civil rights. I'm ashamed of the people that I fought side by side with for decades. And then I'm not gonna lie, I did tokenize my boyfriend. I'm not gonna lie, Jacob. I need you to know I did tokenize my boyfriend. I did. Jacob, I'm sorry.
That is crazy.
You have anything to say about that, Jacob?
No, you're good. I endorse your message.
I said my Ashkenazi Jewish boyfriend and his entire family begged him.
That's crazy.
I said, but again, best of luck on your search. To be against what's happening in Palestine is not anti-Jewish. Israel and Jewish are not synonymous, but I rest my case. And I have not heard from him since. And I think this is the last time I'll ever hear from that man.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
And I think, for some people, they're nervous to put their ideologies out there because they're afraid how that's going to affect their business. And that's valid. That's your concern. But at this point, I just feel like it's just so... selfish is the wrong word, but I'm like, you can't... we can't look at what's going on in the world. This history is going to be this is a historical moment we're all being a part of. And whether you're engaging or not, you are a part of this. You are alive in history at this time. You're part of this. And you're going to have to look back one day and be like, what did you say? What did you do? How did you help? What did you think? And what did you think and feel when you knew that what happened over there? And it's really awful. It really is. Wow. It's really awful. But that is how the tone shifted on that is crazy. Also, what the fuck did game night come from?
Oh, I skipped some parts of text.
Oh, got it.
But also, real tea, I had to Google how to spell Ashkenazi.
Okay, let me see if I can guess. Is this problem? No, it's not. Ashkenazi.
Spelling words is no.
Yeah. Ashkenazi. Okay. A. Am I right? That's how I do it. That's what we're gonna do. Letter.
We're not gonna verify every letter. Bitch, okay. Do the whole thing.
ASCH.
No, you're already wrong.
Okay. So one more time. ASH KA.
No.
Damn, what the fuck is it?
ASHK.
What letter is that? The 27th letter of the alphabet?
Oh my God. ASHKENAZI. Ashkenazi.
I think we should try to put this episode out sooner rather than later, because I have another thing that happened recently.
Well, real quick, before we do, I want to ask y'all a question. I want to say this, and I hope Andy listens to this episode.
He doesn't.
Let's wake it up. This episode Andy needs to listen to, okay?
If you're one of Andy's friends listening right now, please send him this clip.
Oh, God. First of all, one of his friends won't be doing it because she's trying to start drama the other day and she won't be sending anything.
First of all, you and Monét were not hosting that party at your house last night. Me and Monét were hosting. Your party was the day before, and me and Monét's party was the day after. Let's just make that clear. You were not part of the planning of this party. You were just present, and you're lucky we let you attend. Let's make that clear, okay? We could have requested you stay in your room.
First of all, Andy and I live here together. Andy and I host things here together.
I don't care. We could have requested you stay in your room, but me and Monét graciously let you come downstairs.
And then Bob and Andy, and in typical Bob and Andy fashion, at any game night, they will get into an argument about something.
Well, Andy was mad because I clocked him during the game immediately, but then we played Anomia, And I need to anyone out there who plays Anomia. If you don't know, Anomia is a game where you have to like basically you look at cards and you I can't even explain it. Just go Google it. Okay?
Everyone picks one card, and you have to, when cards match symbols, you have to say what's on the person's card before they say what's on yours.
So if my card says brands of shoes and Monét's card says brands of cars, I have to say Hyundai before she says Nike.
Yeah.
Okay. Googling answers to other people's cards under the table is cheating.
Okay, I will agree with that. I will agree with that. And
but you didn't agree in the moment. In the moment, you stood by your man like a subservient little wife.
I was one to call him out. I have a motherfucking camera too. We can run that back because I literally was the one that called him out on it.
Were you weren't even there for that game?
I was there for that game when he was looking up Cockney slangs or whatever it was.
Oh, you were there for that game. Yeah. So he's Googling Cockney slang. He's Googling answers to other people's cards while the game is playing. And everyone's like, Andy, that's cheating. Andy, that's cheating. He's ignoring us and acting like he doesn't hear us all. And we're all like, Andy, that is cheating. And when that card comes, we're not going to give it to you because you're cheating. And then Andy does the thing where he's like, well, in my home, you can make the rules when you host it at your home. But in basically saying, in my home, I stack the rules in my favor so I can win. And he still lost every fucking game he played.
Let's wake that up.
Wake that up. Yeah, let's wake it up.
I would say Jacob is really good at Anomia. Jacob has very fast memory recall.
Jacob went bananas. I don't know what Jacob was doing last night. I was like, Jacob went in God mode.
I was like, okay,
I gave up.
Jacob went in the drag room and did a little, he took a little bump.
And I will say this, I viciously attacked Amber Wallen last night.
Like 3 times.
Viciously.
3 times. And then so
it was all in one game.
Amber had never played the game of Secret Hitler. Amber had never played the game before. So to like when people, and Nick was also playing, and Nick, I don't know if Nick, since we've left New York City, Nick's brain stopped working properly. But we were trying to explain the rules.
Never worked.
Every step of the way, Nick had a question for literally. We were like, Nick, you have to draw a card. He's like, this card? And what do I do with it? I'm like, Nick, just we play the game. You will get there. Trust us. Like, wait, but how does the card work? I'm like, you pick it up and put it down, girl. Like,
meanwhile, on Nick's 5th round.
Oh, yeah, like the 5th round of the game, they could not process the game. Anyway, so when you first play the game, I'm trying to like help Amber and walk her through some steps. And then Bob goes, Monet, women don't need to help a man. They can figure out it. But meanwhile, the next
breath. That was an attack on Amber.
It was an attack on me. But with the next breath, you were trying to mansplain to Amber how to play the game, which was so rude and out of pocket. I didn't like that.
I'll tell you what really happened after this break.
Okay, listen, I know I just interrupted either me or Monet. I know. Listen. I know you wanted to watch this whole video.
Interrupting Monet. What?
Shut up, I'm talking. Shut up, I'm talking. Now listen, if you want to watch the full video is available. You have to go to our Patreon to watch it. Yes, honey, people pay for this content. And they're paying it so you can watch the first half for free. So you can either thank them or you can join them, quite frankly.
Yeah, so you come join us over at Patreon and see the full thing in 4K, honey. 4K
That's
quality.
Right. And not only that, y'all, you're going to get to see a lot of exclusive content. Our one-woman shows, some of our stand-up specials are there. Crowd work specials are there. And also, I will fight you in the comments. If you come for me sideways, I will fight you.
And he's not playing. His shit bitch is not playing. The full trainer effect is giving.
All right, let's get back to the episode. I want to hear what we have to say.
Okay, so this is what actually happened. Monet tried to help Amber with something physically. And I said, Monet, she's not pregnant right. Amber, she had a baby 7 weeks ago. I said, Monet, she's not pregnant right now. Amber does not need no man helping her reach stuff. She can reach things. It was something that she was leaning to grab. Monet jumped in and grabbed it for her. And then Amber asked a question and I answered it.
No, but Bob was answering the question like Amber was one of her kids. So he's like, well, he's like, well, Amber, well, when you play the game, you have to take the card and discard it here, and like send us. I'm like, she's in the fucking.
That's not what happened. Roll the footage.
And I have cameras in the house.
Beautiful bean footage. That's not what happened.
I have the secret cameras in the house.
Yeah, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Release that. But it was very fun to have Amber and Ben and the kids.
I promise you never will release it. But I did attack Amber because I thought she was a fascist, and immediately like on the first, but also I tried to do a mind game on her and she fell for it, but not really, but she's answering away. What I said was, to be fair, Amber, it is really hard to play Secret Hitler if you're a fascist your first time playing. And she goes, yeah, it is. And I was like, boom, signed, sealed, delivered. Y'all don't ever trust her. And then into the game, the liberals, we won. So I jump up and the liberals, we all started high-fiving each other. I'm high-fiving Andy, me and Jacob are high-fiving. And then Amber, I said, Amber, put your hands down. But meanwhile, she was fully innocent. But I high-fived Mikey, and Mikey was fully evil.
I know. Yeah, Mikey was evil as hell. So at the
and Taylor was the worst. Taylor, well, for me, because I've known Taylor for very long. And Taylor does not have a good poker face. And baby, I know Taylor was sick of me clocking him. I know Taylor was sick of me clocking him every 10 seconds.
Girl, anybody with two eyeballs can girl, Taylor will pull a card and just be smiling like I'm like, what the fuck you smiling at? It's so guilty.
My Andy, okay, because you saw him turning red, I guess I can't read Patrick as well as you. Patrick ate down. I was like, Patrick, this is very impressive what you're doing today.
From the first round, when Patty pulled up,
Patty did a good job too.
No, when Patty tried to pass that first ball, y'all, Violet, she's turning violet. Patty's entire face started turning red because he was so verklempt with his lies. His entire head looked like it's about to explode. Look, he like that lady from The Boys, about to pop his fucking head clean off his shoulders. Girl, it was crazy.
Patrick gagged me. I was literally shocked. Literally. And Andy was so mad that I clocked him immediately. Andy was livid. He was livid that I think within the first round, I was like, Andy's evil. Let's keep going.
And there's also this happened. So I did the Nicki Minaj challenge at when I had the party and everybody came over, and I posted it. And I typically never respond to comments, but it was this comment. Someone goes, wow, Monét, why are they all white? And clearly in the video, there are all different types of people in the video. And it now is spawned into this whole thing about how, can you hear me? It says reconnecting. How now all the comments now they're starting, well, y'all know Monét and Bob only have white friends. Now it's put over to TikTok, how you and I only have white friends. And I'm like, and I'm not gonna feed into the mire of confirming every friend I have. It's just so irritating that people do this dumb ass shit. And so the comments do make me laugh. They are funny. But I don't understand how one video, now I am back into the zeitgeist of all of my friends are white. I do not know any people of color. I am a coon, apparently. It's crazy.
Well, can you name a black person? Oh, one time I was talking to Rob, and Rob I said, Rob Bryant, the stylist. I said, Rob, be honest. Before you work with me, did you think I didn't know any black people? And he was like, well, do you know black people? I said, he goes, the name your black friends, but not Peppermint, not Larry, not Monét, not the other Larry, not the other Larry, not Naomi. And I was like, you're naming. Like, isn't that crazy to be like, he's like, name friends that are white, but not Kim, not Godoy, not Naomi, not Monét, not Peppermint, not Two-Face, not Larry Owens, not Larry Darnell Penn Whitfield, not Keisha Carr, I was like, not Mila Jam, not Tao, I was like, this is when you're just naming all my friends of color and then leaving just the white ones. That's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy how people jump on this thing.
Why do you think people think you don't know any black people?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Like, someone who they see me twice a week, literally with online, is the blackest person I know. You.
Who's the black person you know?
You.
The alcohol cut out for a second.
And then, I post videos a lot with Dewan, with Arcia, I'm like, but also I'm not going to run that down for the people. Like, fuck, I'm not going to do it because that's letting them not win, but that's like playing into what they want. I'm like, I'm not doing that. First of all, that's so fucking rude to my friends. I'm not going to have to show all my black friends off.
Counting your black friends, even when you're black, is crazy.
It's crazy. But they always say this about us.
But it also is weird to me because the queens that I am most publicly aligned with, the people on the internet that I am most publicly aligned with are you, Peppermint, Naomi, Kimchi, Nick Smith, Mateo Lane. Who is my publicly aligned with online? That's kind of it. That's my internet. As far as the internet knows, those are my only friends. Peppermint, Monét, Naomi, Kimchi, Mateo Lane,
after
Nick Smith.
So who's at the Peppermint? Monét Exchange. Got it.
Oh, I said Monét. Did I say Monét?
After Peppermint.
Oh, anyway. So as far as the internet knows, I have 6 friends. Now, yes, I have other friends. Oh, Jacob as well. So, and I'm not secretive with my partners, really, but after one very online relationship, I have chosen to be less like, this is my partner, because I don't think it's good for your relationship personally. And I honestly think that if Jacob was on this podcast, that nigga wouldn't be on my motherfucking socials either. Y'all wouldn't know about him either. And one of my friends, what's her name? You know when you know someone by their screen name so much you forget their real name? Yori. Jesus Christ. Her name is Alluring Skull, but her real name is Yori. Yori did a video with her girlfriend, and she was like, I am not putting my girlfriend on my page anymore. She was like, it's a wrap. You guys have lost that access. Y'all are being so weird about it. It puts strain on your relationship.
100%.
It puts stress and strain on your relationship.
100%.
So I'm not trying to be like, I'm not trying to like put my other partner on the internet. I mean, he's there, he's in stuff. He's in things, but I'm not about to be like blasting my partner all over the internet and being like, because I just don't, I've gone through it before. And I think every partner since, I'll just say it, Ezra, has been like, they haven't been like, but they've noticed that I don't really post my partners online anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I would never. I mean, Andy and I, seldom do I put Andy on my social media. If we like go to like a nice thing, like, go on my page. How many pictures of Andy will you see on my page?
I'm looking for the truth. Hold on.
How many pictures of Andy? How many pictures of? Go on my Instagram right now. I'll let you tell me how many pictures of Andy.
Andy lives on your story.
That's not
Lives.
true.
Yeah,
He does
most
not.
recently he was on June 9th,
Okay, June 9th.
so about a month ago.
Hold on.
Yes,
Nick,
that is
come
not
here.
often.
This is every 2 weeks. Monét and Andy.
No, it's not. You're such a liar. No, you're not. Oh my God, Nick
To be
is
fair,
alabaster.
I haven't seen Andy on Monét's page in a very long time.
Girl, I did not put in my
That's
stories
you
like
blocked
that.
Monét.
Only special occasions will she post Andy.
Right,
Nick,
like
Nick,
the
you already got the invite to the pool party, Nick. You're good.
like the Glad Media Awards or like something like that, or like a holiday. But I do not post any on my Instagram. Girl, not you. Okay, baby, you and Ezra Paxley had a couple's account.
No, you're not. That's what I'm saying. I don't do that no more. I have learned my lesson.
And are you trying to say that I post Andy as frequently as you and Ezra used to post each other?
I never said that.
Okay,
You're
so
creating stories.
So on a scale to 0 to Bob and Ezra, where do Andy and I fall?
Okay, me and Ezra were not the 10. My page has always been me.
No.
My page, me and Ezra were not the epitome of a
I'm not
couple's
saying
page.
your page, but posting that means you.
So don't say 0 to Bob and Ezra, because me and Ezra were not. We weren't fucking. Who was that fucking? Who are those?
Nick and Pierre.
Yeah, we weren't fucking
Who the
Nick and
fuck is
Pierre,
Nick and
girl.
Pierre?
The
There is,
couple that
one of them
broke
is
up.
French and the other one is not French.
Oh,
You've seen them.
got it.
They broke up a while ago, but that was their whole page.
Got it.
Or it wasn't like fucking Ian Paget and fucking Chris, whatever his name is.
Damn.
They were couples pages.
Not whatever his name is. That's crazy.
I don't know Chris like that, but I know Ian. Ian's my friend.
I love Ian. That's
Another
Ian,
white guy. No,
Ian Paget.
I actually don't know Ian that well. I don't know why I'm acting like me and Ian hang out. Me and Ian hung out literally one time ever.
He
When
was
gave me a ride home from
on
Les Mis.
he was on my plant-based show.
He gave me a ride home from Les Mis one time, which I really appreciated, and I didn't know he was going to be there.
Work. He
And
left
he gave
LA
you a ride home
though.
too, Taylor. He gave Taylor a ride home too. He's very nice. Ian is very, very, very lovely. I've only hung out with him one time at a show at Les Mis where we didn't know we were both going. But anyway, another point. So I would say on a scale of 0 to the French boy and his ex, I would say you and Andy are like a 5, 6.
I would say 3 2, 3.
I think 7 is where they start coming on your page, like your wall.
No,
For
I
me.
think that's 5.
I mean, Jacob's been on my wall a few times.
A lot.
Yeah, it's been 8 years.
Okay. No, okay. No one say you. No one say.
But also, Jacob doesn't really like being in content like that. Like, Jacob doesn't like when I film him. Jacob doesn't like. So every once in a while, if there's like an idea, Jacob will let me make a video or something. But Jacob doesn't really like being on the internet like that, which is kind of crazy because when I met Jacob, he was like really like in these streets doing stage shows, doing plays, and
well, he spent the past 8 years of you dimming his light to shine yours brighter. So
I have
The
never.
real tea is that a lot of the Drag Race fans are just low-key crazy and toxic, and I'm not really specifically interested in having them comment on me.
That's fair.
Like, the amount that I get from this podcast is already, like, my baseline. Like, that's a good amount. I'm good.
and
The fact that Jacob did an episode that you hoes, the fact that Jacob even did an episode for you fucking hoes, you should be so fucking lucky. Go back and watch the one with Jacob Ritz. Let's wake it up.
Oh my gosh! How about all y'all go to sleep? Go to bed.
But also, let me just be clear. Sorry, let me clear out that there are a lot of Drag Race fans who are great, who are really chill. I think that the baseline, there are more people who are like chill and great than not chill. It's just like the people who are crazy are the ones who comment the most.
I'll say
you know?
drag fans are monsters. There are a lot of drag fans that can be monsters.
No, baby. And let me tell you right now, you about to find out next January. You better find out who's monsters. Housewife fans.
Oh,
Baby, let me tell you right now. You think Drag Race fans are monsters? No, you about to find out. Come January, you about to find out that Housewife fans. And I've said this before, I said it again. At least Drag Race fans will be crazy, but at least we are brave enough to do it from our real account. It'll be like Dr. Smith DDS with a blue check calling you garbage. But then it's like Nene's wig, Teresa Giudice's hairline, or Teresa Giudice's shackles,
not shackles.
Bethany Frankel's knee.
What happened to her knee?
I don't know. I actually don't know anything about Bethany. I'm trying to name Housewives. Then I ran out of references because I don't watch Housewives. So I ran out of references really quickly.
Oh, yeah, because you don't know who Robin is.
I know who Robin is. Robin.
I'm just saying what you said at Pride to that guy.
Jacob was there, and Jacob can attest that I did not tell that guy that I know. And I want that guy, the owner of whatever that spot is. This is your open invitation to come to the pod and clear it up because you lied to Robin's friend. What's her name?
Trishelle,
the blue-eyed bandit, the green-eyed bandit. You lied to the bandit. Giselle. You lied to Giselle, honey. So I want you to come on this. I don't know what your name is, but you know who you are. And those of you who know who he is, clip this and send it directly to him. Not a link. I want you to download it and text him the video. And then I will send you an open invitation. And you can do it through Robin, whom I know. Who I know. Is it whom I know or who I know?
Who? Whom? I mean, you can use whom as well. Or you would say whomst. You would say whomst I know.
You don't know. Jacob, the last 5 minutes, we need a grammar quiz.
Okay.
Let's wake it up. I cannot stop saying let's wake it up. It's so stupid. Are you still a mistress Stan? Because I don't know if you listen to the podcast. Do you know that Naomi is now a full mistress apologist?
Meaning like she apologizing for mistress's behavior?
She's like, I gotta see where she's coming from.
With the Aja thing specifically?
Not quite, but she just like, I was laying into mistress and she was kind of like, I don't know. I was like, Naomi, that's crazy. That's crazy. I said, not a mistress apologist. This is insane. Now, granted, I will acknowledge I am a Tina Burner apologist.
And that's crazy. What? There's something you said on the episode. You was like, Tina Burner is
a flawless queen. And what, are you flawless?
I never said I was flawless.
So how would you even know what flawless looks like?
The fact that you opened,
so how would you even know what flawless
parted
looks like?
your dick suckers and you said that Tina Burner is a flawless drag queen is fucking insane. You need to be committed.
Dick suckers. They're also clit lickers, bitch.
Whatever. This is your clit licker. These ain't clit lickers. Do you lick clit with your lips?
That's because you don't know how to do it.
Do you even know how to lick clit, nigga? I don't do it, and I know how to do it better than you.
If you don't know, if you're not a flawless drag queen, how would you know to spot one?
What happened?
If you're not a plus drag queen, how would you know how to spot one?
I'm not a fucking pilot, but I can spot a pilot, bitch. I don't need to be one to spot one. No,
What if they
clock that. Wake that up. Yeah, wake that up.
What if they to quote Kathy and Jimmy in Sister Act 2, you don't gotta bite the donut to know it's sweet.
She did not say that Sister Act 2. That was Sister Act 1.
It was Sister Act 2. I literally watched it last
we
night.
literally actually did just watch this Act
You're
2 last
wrong
night.
again.
She does say it. Because she's talking to the class about sex. She's like talking to the high school class about sex.
Oh, okay.
The girl's like, how do you know about sex? You're a nun.
Okay.
Can I tell y'all right now? One of my favorite moments during Anomia is knowing I'm right and watching Andy and Monét Google and Google and Google. Last night, I got one of my cards taken because Monét was like, a kangaroo is not a desert animal. I said a kangaroo is absolutely a desert animal.
Jacob, can you look up? Put it on the screen right now. Is a kangaroo a desert animal? Put it on the screen.
It is a desert animal.
No. I read the AI.
It says that kangaroo is not exclusively a desert animal.
Okay, so that means that it can be.
No, Monét. That's not what that means.
Jacob, I need you to put it on the screen. I don't want to hear your word for it. I need you to put it up on the screen so our patrons can read, or whoever's watching.
And Jada Feo, don't become Monation on this one and try to edit the image.
I don't want
This is a Planet Earth segment about how kangaroos stay cool in the hottest place climate on Earth.
No. I want the Google thing so we can put it on the screen. Search on Google, is a kangaroo a desert animal?
Is a desert animal. Courtney Act, are you watching? Chime in. Courtney, where are you? Karen from Finance, we need you.
I'll call Courtney right now. Because she'll answer my call. She won't answer yours.
We'll see. Oh, call. Let's see what she answers for. Hold on. It is like 2 o'clock in the morning over there.
Oh, yeah. No, it's 9 a.m. the next day.
The person you are calling cannot accept.
We can also call Kane.
That was Courtney, you're not my friend anymore. Does anyone like us?
We can call Kane as well.
I'm calling Kane.
Kane and Abel?
No, Kane, the cameraman. Yeah, she hate us, girl. I don't think Kane's ever been awake before noon. Unless I had to ask him to come in. I don't think I've ever seen Kane awake before noon ever once in my life, girl.
And you won't see him today awake before noon.
Yeah, he's not answering. What? Do we know any other Australians who live here? Is Kane the only Australian I know who lives here?
No, that's not true. I know other Australians. I mean,
the girl Patty used to hang out with.
The girl?
Yeah, in New York City. What's her name?
Kiki.
Twitsy. She has some stripper name. Twitsy or
Kiki is not a stripper name.
Kiki is a stripper name, girl. Kiki, the Australian stripper.
I love Kiki. Kiki was because prostitution is not prostitution. What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah.
Oh, Kane, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You're on the podcast, just so you know, okay?
Okay. Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Is a kangaroo a desert animal?
A desert animal.
Yeah.
It is one, but it can be on like beaches and in forests and too.
Thank you so much, Kane. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's what I said.
Monét, he said it is a desert animal. Why do you keep blocking out
Monét,
part?
can you name another desert animal?
An armadillo.
But they're not only in the desert.
Huh?
But they're not only in the desert. They also in
didn't say it
forest.
was.
Well, no, but so wait, no. But it's not exclusively the desert.
Exactly.
Oh!
Exactly. And that's the card said exclusively desert animal.
No, it did not. It said desert animal.
I'm gonna get the card. I'm gonna post a picture on here.
Monét, Jacob was there and he was wearing his glasses. And you weren't wearing yours. And Monét likes to lie that she doesn't wear glasses. Monét wears glasses.
Armadillos are desert animals, but they're also known to inhabit grasslands.
Well, you also Googled, if I Googled kangaroo on a toilet, it was going to show me one of the fucking toilet bowls, Jacob.
Okay, here's some armadillo on grass. Look at all this. This is just a straight up armadillo Google search.
That's one
Look
of
at
the
these armadillos living in these grasslands.
This is a desert oasis.
Armadillos are on the side of the road. Everyone's seen a dead armadillo
on the side of the road in the desert.
In Georgia. I've seen them dead on the side of the road in Georgia. There are no deserts in Georgia.
But you never visited a desert in Georgia, doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
There are no deserts in Georgia.
You, up until a few months ago, you were like, oh, the beaches in Georgia are ugly. Then I showed a picture of the beaches in Georgia that are gorgeous.
I think they're ugly. The thing is, I'm saying in Georgia you don't really go to the beach. It's like it's not really a thing. Like you don't go to the beaches in Georgia. If you're in Georgia, you want to go to the beach, you go to North Carolina or you go to Florida.
And Bobby was disproven because everyone literally said, well, I don't know what it's called, whatever beach it was. Everyone's like, oh yeah, that's a really nice beach in Georgia. Actually,
Yeah, but it's like one beach, Georgia. For the most part, in Georgia, when you go to the beach, you go to North Carolina or South Carolina or you go to Florida. Most folks in Georgia do not go to the beach in Georgia.
I think that's for you. The people down there go to that beach.
We don't go to the beach. We don't go to the fucking beach. I mean, I don't go to the beach in general.
If you're a Georgian, an American Georgian, and you go to the beach in Georgia, please comment below and please sign off below. I miss your septum, but your septum wasn't that big. You had a pretty big one.
No, it wasn't this big, but
it wasn't that big. But it wasn't like this.
It wasn't huge. I used to flip it. It was way bigger. I used to flip it in my nose.
Yeah, bring it back.
Is this too much?
No, I like it.
We need to go, but I just want to point out that there were several moments where you and Andy were both, and honestly, it brings me so much joy to watch you and Andy Google and try to manipulate the truth and find your alternative facts instead of just saying out loud, Bob, you're right. And by the way, it's only me. When other people prove them wrong, they will say they're wrong. When I prove them wrong, they do not want me to be right.
And Mikey corroborated this. They had a card that said optician, and then Taylor's like, and again. Mike
you misheard him.
Hold on. Mike and I said we misheard, but what we heard, he said place. And Mike and I was like, oh, just a place? And
he didn't say that.
And that's what we heard. And then so I looked it up, and everyone's like, Monét, why are you looking it up? Taylor said it's a place. And Mike and I were like, but yeah, it can't just be any place. I was like, oh, like a place you go to fix your glass. And Taylor's like, that's what I said. So we were corrected. But so I said that to say, you're not the only one. If someone says something
that proves my point. Once someone else proves you wrong, you'll just go, oh, you were right. You know a kangaroo is a desert animal. You are still fighting for your life to try to prove that a kangaroo is not a desert animal when you know it is.
We have kangaroos in St. Lucia.
Monét, no one is saying that kangaroos only live in deserts. I'm saying a kangaroo is a desert animal.
That's what I'm saying.
And you know you're wrong, and you just went out and because you don't want me to be right.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't care about being wrong. You don't want me to be right because you know I'm right.
What are these hamsters?
And on that note, thank you for coming on.
Before we start, we're going to do an Anomia really quickly. I'm going to paste something into this chat, and you're going to see who does it first.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, wait, it didn't paste. My bad. There we go.
It's Harry Potter.
Oh.
Monét, it's a non-fiction book.
Becoming Michelle Obama. Monét did not know what a non-fiction... we kept getting cards that said non-fiction book. Monét named 5 fiction books. Beauty and the Beast. Monét thinks there was a man who turned into a beast in the woods of France. Monét thinks he was like Jacques Le Bleu. I am the beast. Why was Lumiere the only one with a French accent?
I don't know. I have a question. Do you think we could start a series of playing Anomia? Would that be fun for people to watch?
Well, I'm not gonna announce it. Maybe we'll talk about it later.
Word. All right, there you have it.